Good evening, Starfish. It is your resident oxygen lady here, and welcome to another Monday Night Live. Great to see everybody. If you're listening to this on the replay, welcome. So, for those of you that are just stopping by, my name is Laura Betts, and again, I am the Oxygen Lady, and I am founder and facility director of Hyperbaric RX here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We are a holistic hyperbaric center, and in fact, we are the first and only holistic hyperbaric center of its kind in the world. So thank you so much for joining me this evening. I do Facebook Lives every Monday at 6 o'clock, and we have a whole range of topics. And tonight's topic is fatigue after hyperbaric, understanding mitochondria, root causes, and oxygen mechanisms. So yourself or someone you may know may have told you a story about how they were really excited to do hyperbaric oxygen therapy. And after their hyperbaric session, they felt so tired. And they've heard about all these people that had so much energy and they felt so great after their hyperbaric session, except they're exhausted after their dive. So when that happens, something very specific is going on. When that happens, something, it means something. It's a marker for us. In this case, the hyperbaric is actually working a little too well. It's asking their body to do something that is specifically so damaged that they're having some challenges doing it. So we'll talk a little bit about that. So again, welcome, and thank you so much for joining me this evening. Last week, by the way, we covered bacteriostatic versus bactericidal, understanding hyperbaric dosages. And again, another reason why you want to dive at an ANDI certified hyperbaric facility. Proper hyperbaric oxygen therapy is always bacteriostatic, and at appropriate dosages, we engage the bactericidal oxygen mechanisms. So it is really a difference, and hyperbaric, when it's done improperly, is not bacteriostatic. Basically, it blooms the bugs. So check out last week's video. It's one of another big difference of an ANDI certified hyperbaric facility, and one of the distinct differences of diving here at Hyperbaric RX. So again, welcome. For those of you that may not know, I am founder and facility director of Hyperbaric RX down here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And my personal story about how hyperbaric oxygen therapy essentially saved my life is under our video. So I encourage you to check it out and just hear how hyperbaric oxygen has made an incredible difference in my life and my health outcome, and ultimately led me to finding this clinic. So again, thank you so much. I am a longtime member of the ANDI Diving and Medical Board. I'm also Vice President of Substance Abuse Programming and Protocol Integration for the International Hyperbaric Medical Foundation. So I have a ton of information to share with you. And again, I do topics each week, and check out some of our topics as well. Hyperbaric RX, by the way, in addition to being an ANDI certified training facility, ANDI certified facility, we're also an ANDI certified training facility, and we're also an ANDI certified research site. So presenting cutting edge information. In a lot of cases, we have more information than other sites. And that brings us back here to fatigue after hyperbaric oxygen therapy. Now, I've done earlier videos where I've talked about the three most important things in hyperbaric medicine are dosage, and dosage. And the root of all disease is some kind of lack of oxygen. The mitochondria are the engines within our cells. If you think about a car, the cell being a car, the mitochondria is the engine. And one of the things that hyperbaric is able to do is supercharge the mitochondria. It makes it work better. The mechanisms of hyperbaric are one of the reasons why, for example, it benefits the immune system. It supercharges the mitochondria and upregulates immune function. It makes the white blood cells better hunters with bigger guns. So oxygen mechanisms are really powerful. And in some cases, by the time the person has found their way to hyperbaric oxygen therapy, they've been in a negative cascade. They have essentially been backsliding. They haven't been making progress on their healing journey. And now they're trying to engage massive healing mechanisms, massive reparative mechanisms. We're trying to supercharge the mitochondria and engage immune mechanisms, healing mechanisms. We're trying to reactivate idling neurons. And in all of those situations, essentially, the interruption in the process, the cycle, the citric acid cycle that allows the mitochondria to get energy and function is broken. And if that function is broken or not working particularly well, then flooring the engine when the engine is not able to rev up, that's a problem. And that's where some of the fatigue comes from. That's where some of these oxygen mechanisms are, in this particular case, interfering. It's not that there's a problem with the hyperbaric, it's that the body has become so compromised that its normal regenerative mechanism, its normal reparative mechanisms, right? When you cut yourself, it heals itself. So now we're asking the body to do something it normally does by itself, and it can't do it. So this is an oxygen issue. This is a mitochondria issue. It means there are underlying root causes that are not being addressed. And in order to benefit from the hyperbaric oxygen therapy, we need to specifically support the mitochondria. We need to handle that first. Very often people do really good things, but they don't do them in the right order. And if we're asking the body to do something that the mitochondria is too damaged to do, then we're not creating the best opportunity for efficacy, and we're not using the hyperbaric oxygen therapy as good as we could. We could apply it even better. So my comment to you is, if you know somebody who's done a hyperbaric session, or if you are somebody who's done a hyperbaric session and you didn't get that big wow, you didn't feel amazing afterwards, you felt super tired, you were really disappointed because they told you all of these amazing things would happen, give us a call. Our number is right there, 954-749-9998. There are underlying root causes that are continuing to damage the mitochondria. And the hyperbaric is trying to repair and supercharge the mitochondria, and it can't do it because there is an unaddressed root cause there. And we would love to help you with that. And here at Hyperbarics RX, we use quantum nutrition testing, state-of-the-art DNA analysis, and we combine all of that with a personalized diet plan in order to create the absolute best efficacy for outcome. Do not give up on hyperbaric oxygen therapy. We just need to give your body a little extra help and a little extra support to get that mitochondria functioning again. Oxygen is the primary component, but it's not the only component. And if we have toxins like pesticides, if we have mold like that produces mycotoxins, if we have unresolved nutritional deficiencies, then we're going to continue to interfere in the body's healing mechanisms and not be able to restart the process. So I hope this information was helpful, and we'd really love for you to let us help you. So again, if hyperbaric has been letting you down, there's probably some really good reasons why. We'd love to give you some proper dive support, some proper mitochondria support, and really see if we can get to the root cause and get you on a proper roadmap to health. So again, thank you so much for joining me this evening. As I've shared with you, we are the first and only holistic hyperbaric center of its kind, and we're utilizing a unique combination of modalities to create an optimal opportunity from efficacy, free from negative side effects. We have discount dive packages, wellness programs to best meet your personalized dive plan and help you rebalance your health naturally. So give us a call at the office. The number is 954-749-9998. And I thank you so much for joining me this evening, my starfish. This has been the Oxygen Lady, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.